Everybody, that's right. You guys have just tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing right now is Mr. James Young, comedian extraordinaire, and the host of the late night talk show, The Lowdown on Afro TV. Y'all go check us out on Xfinity Comcast, or if you have a Roku device. That's right. I'm joined in virtual studio today with some really good friends of mine. First, you guys know him and love him, the pod father of Orlando. That's right, Mr. Patricio, aka Rocky from the podcast with a side of chaos. What's going on, Rocky?
I am alive and well, and charcuterie boards are just Lunchables for adults.
There you go. I like that. You're right about that, man. Throwing some wine is really for adults. Also, we are joined in studio with the godfather of Orlando comedy. We talking about Mr. Ken Miller in the house. Ken, what's going on, baby?
Man, I'm out here, man, looking for a job. Ken Miller going back to work, y'all. I tried it, B. I tried it, but Jay, I gotta tell you this story, bro, about your man Patricio, the father.
Oh boy, here we go.
How this dude, if y'all listen to last night's show, this dude just left. Just left the show, James.
But wait, it was just you and him.
It was just me and him. But we were talking about I think we were talking about like Vanna White daughter, Pat Sajak's. No. We were talking about food eating contest and what food you would eat in a food eating contest, right? Mm-hmm. And Patricio's boss came in. Patricio,
Wait, right back. Who's Patricio?
Patricio boss came in and was like, "I'll be right back." And James dropped his headset, muted, and I'm just sitting there like,
okay. All right.
So I just went on this wild tangent about how I played for the Lakers. I fought in the war. I killed Osama bin Laden.
I knew it, bro.
I was the first black man on the moon. I was just right. I was just making that stuff for 3 minutes, and then Patricio jumped back in like, "Yeah, so hot dogs." Like I was like, "This Mickey Ficky."
Okay.
Well, no. In my defense, both
I got to hear this one. Go ahead, brother.
James Young, Ken Miller, both you have met attorney Erin Morse.
Yes, we have.
And she is a force to be reckoned with, both in and out of the courtroom. And when Erin calls, I mean, that's like Gotham putting up the bat signal. Like, I gotta go.
I understand, bro. Yeah. Hey, your boss is your boss, brother. The one that pays your check, that's what you listen to.
Mm-hmm. And And no, she was like coming in. She's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Hey, if Erin, whatever you need, I got you. Let's get it done." And no, we had just signed a client, had to get them oriented with what's going on with their case, and get them divorced as quickly as possible.
Bro, I can't wait.
Erin Morse,
because you guys do family law. I can't wait for somebody walking there, be like, "Hey, man, how much to come get these kids?"
Just come get them.
Hey, bro. Hey, what I got to sign? What I got to do?
Them, yo. That's why I always laugh at movies. Like you'll watch a movie and the mom be like, "You're gonna live with your dad," and they'll take you and just drop you off at your dad's house. Like, don't nobody do that in real life.
Ain't nobody do that. Ain't nobody do that.
Nobody do that in real. Ain't nobody in my hood ever got dropped off at their daddy house.
The dad be like, I paid good money for you to keep.
So real. Think about all hood movies. I'm gonna take you to live with your father.
Boys in the hood.
Yeah, you go live with the dad and look at you. Your best friend gets shot. Everybody else, and you happen to go to college and be with your girl for the rest of your life. Man, whatever. Exactly. I never go live with Chick McAdoo.
Let's not forget the most famous baby drop off that has ever happened, which is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Dropped him off to Uncle Phil. Like, yo, man, look, I can't take care of this little dude no more.
Hey, ain't gonna lie to y'all. If somebody drop me off in Bel-Air, take me. Take my black ass to Bel-Air.
Hey, have you been watching the actual show,
yes.
Bel-Air?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's good.
It's really good. It's like more. The thing about it, I'm gonna spoil it for you, Jay. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, but I heard it's a drama.
It's a drama. It's a drama. Okay. Yeah, but I'm with you. Like, drop me off in Bel-Air.
Drop me
because
off.
We don't get dropped off. We get dropped off in South Central. Drop me off. Drop me off in Bel-Air. Come on.
First thing they teach is how to crip walk in.
So to jump
that's
off
your grandma. Fool, you gotta do it like this.
But to jump off two things that we were talking about, the new Bel-Air, I love it because the way they portray Carlton in the first season, like, I could F with Carlton on that one because like they made it so badass in this series.
The rich kid was
and I'm the opposite because I hate him. Like, because he's a sellout. He's a super sellout. this is I ain't gonna spoil it for you, James. But when you go watch it and you look at every character,
okay,
I'm always thinking like, what does the original Fresh Prince Carlton think of this Carlton? Because they're not the same at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
No character on that show is the same as the original.
Because I've not seen it. When you say they're nothing alike, like, okay, the original Carlton played by Alfonso Ribeiro was very Republican, very clean cut. Didn't break any rules, didn't break any laws.
This dude ain't nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Really?
Yo.
The only one that's closest to me is Will, because that kid is smooth, slick talking, can hoop. He's always the one trying to figure out what can I do to get everything to get your family to like Will, Uncle Phil and the mom, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, I can see them still kind of the same, but everybody else, I'm like,
it's wilding out there.
Jeffrey got some skeletons in the closet. Jeffrey is like former cartel, former mafia, former yakuza.
He ain't nothing like G on the this dude.
No,
I'm talking about
none of that.
Strikes fear in people's heart.
Really?
No. He the house manager. He ain't the butler.
Wow,
bro, Jay, you got to go watch it, B.
I'm gonna watch it now, man.
My login if you need it.
How many seasons is it?
It's on two seasons.
2. I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Just finished it.
Okay, man, I'm gonna definitely go check that out, man.
It's legit, man. Like, man, it's a really good show. I was, nervous at first because you're taking something from our childhood that's funny.
You are taking my literal childhood,
and that's funny, and trying to make it serious. Because you really think about it, if you're a kid from the hood and you go out to, a predominantly very rich white Republican type, it ain't gonna be funny.
Funny giggles. Yeah, it ain't gonna be giggles.
It's gonna be a different game for you, especially you come from West Philly. You know what I'm saying? So they did it really. It's a really good show. Like that, you know how shows are. The first couple of episodes, you trying to
get yourself acclimated to the characters and learn about them.
But once you get into the late first season and all the second season, like they even did the episode with his dad already.
Really?
Oh, really?
How did they do it? Okay, I want to see it because let me tell you
gotta
something.
See it.
Out of all the shows I grew up with, that is the one episode my mind keeps going back to.
Bro,
when I talk about my
every time.
You think
because I could relate
Yeah.
as a kid that grew up without his father, and my father never came and saw me, didn't do things with me. I definitely can relate to that episode, man. Every time he said, "Why don't he want me?" Dude, bro. Oh, that hits hard every time right now, man.
Bro.
Yo, man, why you gotta say it like that, man? Why you gotta say it like that? Why don't he want me?
It's so funny you say that, man. God rest his soul. Chick Charlie Holman McAdoo Jr., Chick McAdoo. Great man, but terrible father.
Yeah.
Great grandfather. He was an amazing grandfather.
Why is that? How come brothers
because
aren't good fathers?
They want to make up for the mistakes they make because they know.
Gotcha.
They know they made it. They know they made a mistake.
But you got to forgive them, right, Ken? Like, you got to just get over that.
100%. Man, I tell people all the time, when I was 17, I'm like 18 years old. I think I was 17 because it's during basketball season. And my dad came to all my games. I sat the bench. You know what I mean? But my dad came to the game. He would come to games, home games and stuff. My dad's at the game and goes up to my coach, and I was supposed to go on this youth sports program thing. This it's called SECME. It's science, engineering, computers, math, and like thing. Yeah. And it costs money. And my dad actually was gonna give me money for it. And he goes to my coach, and first of all, he was about to fight coach. I go, why Kente ain't playing? My coach don't know who the hell Kente is, by the way. Don't nobody call me Kente. He was like, Ken's not playing because he just needs to get better. He said, well, what's up with this field trip? My coach like, I don't know what field trip you're talking about. Because my coach isn't part of the school.
Yeah.
So my dad like, Kente, why you lie to me to get money from me? I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, because you ain't no field trip. I said, Dad, my coach don't know nothing. I said, first of all, because I used to cuss. I said, first of all, Mickey Ficky, you ain't done nothing for me. Yeah. You giving me a little $250.
Won't make up for you being a parent.
Ain't gonna make up for 17 years of not.
Absolutely.
I said, you know what? I don't want your Mickey Ficky money, bro. I'm good. And then the next day I went back over there like, look, Pops, I need this money.
You know what, bro? I was tripping.
And then when I was 26, when I moved down to Florida, and Junior was a baby, and he sent a bunch of gifts for my son, and I was like, appreciate it, man. Thanks. And we was going back and forth, but he kept, because I did this for your kid, and I did this, and I'm like, all right, I thanks, I appreciate it. And I said, yo, hey, Pops, I thank you, man, because he felt like I wasn't appreciating him. I said, well, hey, man, you ain't do for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now me and him having we going at it, and I just threw the phone, and my mother-in-law picked it up and was talking to him, and she's like, eventually you're gonna have to let this go. She said, you gotta let this go. And I was like, I bet. So when he got sick, I went home. The first time he got sick, I went home, and that's when I learned everything about him. Because black folk, somebody be sick or something in your family, they ain't nobody telling you. They ain't nobody letting you know.
Yeah,
I ain't know he was. I didn't know he was a heroin addict. I knew he was an alcoholic. I didn't know about the PTSD. I didn't know any of this stuff
because we don't talk about that in black households. You're right about that.
I'm saying?
Ken.
Like, so
no one says
anything. I felt like if somebody told me that, me and my father would have had a better relationship as a young man, because then I would have felt I wouldn't okay, all right, now Pop's popping off because of the Vietnam stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't know that. Then once I knew that and did some research on it, I was like, you know what, man, that'll be a part of his grandkid's life, man. And then I started calling him Pops, because I used to call him Chick. I never called him Dad. Then I started calling him Pops, and then after that, man, we were great, and he was Pops for the rest till he passed a couple years ago.
And I think everything happens with time, and it was supposed to be that way because you got to say goodbye to him in a good way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was great. And they tell me, the old folks always say that's what black folks be saying. And the old folks always say, never, let him be a grandfather where he wasn't a father.
Yeah,
meaning, let him be back in your family's life that way.
Yeah, and I have no problem with it.
Yeah. So I got a question for both y'all, because y'all two are amazing fathers, wonderful men in the community.
8.5 inches.
So I've already said this on the show, like that next week I'm gonna be in Chicago because I got to take care of my moms, do some stuff. Yeah. And I've thought about it. Should I do it? Should I go back? One more time.
Hi, Patricio. For me, man, I think you've already given him that opportunity when you actually went to your father's house and said, "Hey, man, this is who I am. You can talk to me if you like, but if you don't want to come out here, I totally understand." I think you've already done it. You are not obligated in any way, emotionally, to do anything else. I think you've done enough, man. But it's up to you. But that's just my take.
I was gonna say the same as James. It's up to you. But if it was me, I would.
No, I'm done.
I would go. I don't know, man. I would probably go, but like James said, it's more up to you than like what do you want out of it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? If you just want to go in there, be like, yo, man, pop, then don't do it. But if you trying to get some closure or something, I don't know. That's my thing. What do you want if you go there to see this dude?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't want.
You don't
anything.
know.
I don't want anything. But should I do it as an adult? I'm already well established. I'm doing okay for myself.
Yeah, you are.
Should I do it?
Now, it's a tricky thing, man, because it might not be what you expect it to be, and that might be even more detrimental to your well-being.
Now I just go to a strip club. Screw it. I'm just going to a strip club.
Okay.
Unless you go to the strip club and he there.
Wow. Oh, that's hilarious. Dad? Oh, no, not this mother.
Not this Mickey Ficky.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host today, Mr. James John. I'm joined in the virtual studio with Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando comedy, and also Patricio, the podfather of podcasts right here in Orlando as well. I want to remind you guys to go to our social media and follow us, please. Facebook, follow us. Instagram, follow us. And on YouTube, please subscribe and follow us as well. And soon we're going to be on blackpeoplemeet.com. Y'all can follow us there. There you go, baby. Patricia, you dark enough. You can come with us, bro.
I'm getting there.
We'll let you ride, man. And also, I got to shout out our sponsor. That's right, Mr. Todd Bogue. He was 2018 Florida Magician of the Year. Now, I've seen Todd perform many, many times. Not only have I seen him perform, I've actually hired him for several of my personal events at my house and whatnot. This guy is absolutely incredible. You guys need to check him out. The Ridiculous Comedy and Magic Show every Thursday night in Daytona at the Shores Resort and Spa. Now, the show time's at 7 p.m. and it's only $15, and it's hosted by 2018 Florida Magician of the Year, Mr. Todd Bogue. Now, for more information, you guys need to visit toddbogujokes.com, TODDBOGUE jokes.com. Y'all check him out right now. He really is that dude, and he's good. Now, Patricio, every single time you're on this show, it's wild because you always share. I give you that credit. You are not afraid to let it all out, my friend. Now,
you're not laughing, you're not living.
There you go. I agree. Now, you had lunch today, like most of us do, but you had a very special guest you were having lunch with. So please tell us.
Yeah. So
wait. First, tell us what this person does for a living. Then we'll get into the name.
He is an international adult film star.
Okay, international. Like been his unit's been seen around the world. Okay.
Around the world, yeah.
There you go, man.
He's done.
I mean, well, aren't they all international? Since people watch porn around the world.
No, he's actually traveled to Germany. He's traveled to Switzerland. He just came back from Colombia, doing content shoots.
He got a BBL in Colombia.
But yeah, I got
Kim Kardashian in Colombia.
I got to sit down with my good buddy Jackson Wheeler. He just came back from Colombia because he's recording a new rock album that he's going to be releasing later on this year. And it's always fun hanging out with him because if you think I got stories, this man's got international stories with stories from as far as the eye can see and stuff that, like, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I got to wait. How do you do this? You put the leg behind the table. Okay, that's how you do it.
He doing moves like the figure four.
But no, like I love it to death
clutch.
because, and that's the one thing. Like people look at these, adult film stars, adult content creators, and they're like, oh, they're nasty. They because they do this, they do that. This is honest to God, like one of the most humblest people, warm-hearted, funniest dudes like you're ever gonna sit down and talk to, and very well knowledged. So like every time that he had just landed this morning in Miami and messaged me, he's like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing for lunch?" I'm like, if you're in town, I'm gonna do you. Wait, that came out wrong. Let's go get lunch. So yeah, I come back with a full stomach, a happy heart because I got to hang out with my good buddy Jackson Wheeler. So shout out to you, Jackson. Look forward to everything that you do.
Now, shout out to Jackson Wheeler. Now, you know me, I am not a connoisseur of porn. Have no idea
neither.
Who anybody is. So
me neither.
You got to explain to people like myself who don't know a lot. What is Jackson known for?
Are you sure?
Oh God, it's not illegal, right? Doesn't involve
no, of course not. Of course not.
Like an animal or anything, right?
So, in the words of Miguel Colon, I'm about to get us canceled. Here we go.
Oh wow, okay. Again, bro, we get it. Once a week we get a scare.
So Jackson does adult content with both women and men.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so
he's what we call a multitasker.
A very, very hardworking multitasker.
Gotcha.
And now he's like leaning more into like the music industry because he wants to make that crossover because tons of artists, whether they're musicians or actors, writers or whatever, they always want to branch out even more. And this dude, like, he's got the talent, he's got the drive, and he's got the skill to make it happen. And I've seen his early work. He's done some stuff that I wouldn't do, but hey, to each their own. And yeah, I love that dude to death. Never judge him for what he does. I tip my hat off to him for how he does it because that is a very hard thing to do.
Oh wow, he said hard. Okay, all right.
How do you get into that? Like, how do you
get into that kind of work?
Yeah,
so when a man and a woman.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Like when you're 18, 19, usually I think that's the age. Like, what makes you be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna be a comedian, or I want to go to college to be a doctor, or I want to, like, what makes cats be like, I just want to have sex for a living?
Daddy issues.
Damn. Damn.
We ain't talking about you, man.
Oh wow. No, that's a great question. Like, has he ever mentioned how he got into business? Like, how do you do that?
No,
like,
or
I don't
why
even know
he
where
got
you
into the business.
like to be a comedian, you go to open mics. Like, where do you go to open orgy? Like, where does where do you go to practice your set?
Somebody walks up to you at Walmart, but like, hey kid, hey, you look like you can bang. You look like you could throw a couple chicks around. Hey, here's my card.
How much time you got? I got 5 minutes.
Now here's the thing, like oh my God. We gotta reset. We have to reset.
He said, how much time you got? Hey, bro. Hey, for all y'all out there listening, that's a comedy term when a comedian want to get on stage and you be like, well, how much time you got? How much time you can do? Can you imagine somebody asks you to get into the adult industry? So how much time you got, kid?
I got a strong 30 minutes. Man.
I could do
but that's
I could do a type 15.
I could do 30, but only if I allow for applause breaks.
Oh yeah, I need some laughing and clapping throughout there to get through.
Hey, I could do a tight 15.
Tight 15. Hey, there's not even a light to tell you to get off. All it is a safe word.
This dude's.
Oh my God. But no, I guess, depending on, your upbringings, your lifestyle, things like that, some people are built for it, some people aren't. I've talked to adult film stars, both male and female, that they were just, they enjoyed sex. They enjoyed, doing what they do.
You have to enjoy that to do that job. Like,
And
you can't hate it. Yeah.
You have to have a different mindset when it comes to not only being comfortable with yourself, but being comfortable around others. Because here's the thing, whether you watch adult content or not, the individuals are performing an intimate act with one another without the intimacy. And they're giving a performance, they're giving it their all. But here's the thing, outside of that, you have 15, 20 people in that same room. You got the boom mic, you got the camera operator, you got the production guy, you got the fluffer, you got the blank mopper, you got all these other things all over the place, and you have to be able to perform. And even then, like, oh, we got to take a break, we got to fix the lighting, that individual has to be still ready to go.
First off, that is a lot of people on set. The way you said that sounded like a Master P song. Fluffer there, Ma there, C there. Bro,
Mary's Catering is there.
Bro, I have a nervous bladder. I can't even go to the bathroom, but you in the same bathroom as me.
I gotta go in the stall.
Yeah.
It can't be standing next to me, yo. Hey, what you looking over here for?
I could imagine just and I look over and the dude's like, you're doing good.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Cut. I can't cut. I can't stop.
Now, I've been in situations before where, like, when I used to film for OnlyFans, when would do content for OnlyFans, it wasn't.
You used to do that, yeah.
It wasn't anything crazy, because like we just use a tripod, or we held the camera, her or I,
POV style.
Yeah, POV style. But then, and for those who don't know what POV is point of view. Mm-hmm. It gives the watcher like the feeling that they're actually there.
So it's totally like because of porno, point of view. I thought it was porn of vagina. I really thought that's what it was. I really thought that's what it was. I know what POV is, but in this circumstance, I thought that's what it was. Okay, sorry.
That dude said point of vagina.
I don't even know. Can we say that word? Are we gonna get in trouble for that?
No, that's a medical term.
This is the cancel episode.
All right.
But shoot, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the only, I think I've performed in front of a crowd maybe 3 times in my life, and it was because things were happening around us, things got out of hand, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna keep going. There was one point where
crazy.
I was at a house party. I don't know if screw it.
Yeah. Here we go. Strap in, everybody.
we were at a house party, and I met someone, and this was college years. We've had a couple of drinks.
You do things crazy in college. You experiment.
Yeah, we're in the bathroom. We're having our adult fun, having a good time, and of course, bam, bam, bam. Yo, open the door. Yo, I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm like, of course, 22-year-old Patricio has no idea about anything else but focusing on the POV. And then, of course, the door opens and you had the entire house party come in. And I was like, you're not going to stop me. I'm I'm doing me right now and doing her. So no, don't worry. I'm gonna keep on going.
Really? Did anybody like chant your name? Like Rudy, Rudy.
Hey man, I just want y'all to know this. I've been married to my wife 5 years. We've been together
Mhm.
8 or 9 years. Anything that happened before that never happened.
There you
I've only
go.
been on this
There
earth for
you
9 years,
go.
B.
Damn.
I ain't never had nobody walk in on me.
Bro,
I ain't never messed
yeah,
around.
none of that.
Hey, 9 years.
Mm-mm.
Ken Miller, 9 years old, B.
Matter of fact, Ken got kids and he was a virgin when he got married.
Hey, because it's happened before.
Yeah.
It's not like it ain't never happened. You know what
How
I
come
mean?
Mary
Like,
can say that?
hey
How come
man,
Mary?
that's all I'm saying. If it's happened before, out of these two kids just popped up out of nowhere, bro.
Dude, you was just minding your own business.
Mind our own business, and some lady was like, "They yours," and I was like, "All right."
Okay.
And that's why like the next person I'm with, relationship wise, has to understand that like my life is public. There might be a clip of me doing something a few years ago.
Does that scare you?
It doesn't. It really doesn't, because here's the
Because
thing.
if
It
I
scared
got with
me. Yeah.
somebody and they they gonna want to know your life, your back. Somebody got to honestly be really cool with you. Like for instance, you take your partner does porn and
Yeah.
now doing music. If he decides, is he settled down with somebody?
He has a partner. He has a
Yeah.
partner. There,
So you gotta think, man. You settle down with somebody. You gotta be like, can you
oh,
emotionally handle
I,
that?
I, I
Yeah.
subscribe to it. I subscribe to his girlfriend's page.
Oh.
Yeah, no, his girlfriend.
So they both perform.
They both perform on different levels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and that's the one thing. So like when I find someone, my next partner, I hope they're understanding and accepting of the fact that I'm in the entertainment industry. I'm in the entertainment field,
Yeah.
and
So you got to find somebody on that understand because
You
it's
got to find a girl who's willing to sign a waiver. Like
yeah,
to
the
be with you,
NDA, bro.
Yeah, NDA. Hey, don't you talk about none of this you see
None of
tonight.
this, bro.
And the
At
safe
all.
word is stop.
yeah, no, I was on a date on Cinco de Mayo, and I was letting the individual know, hey, listen, a lot of people are going to come hug me. A lot of people are going to want to take photos with me. I just hope you're okay with that.
We will talk about that. Keep going. I
Yeah.
understand because we go through that as comedians, and there's certain rules we got to have. But I understand exactly what you're saying, Patricio. So you told this girl, look, man, you're gonna go out with me. You're gonna understand that people know me. I'm a social butterfly. They're gonna want to come up to me. They're gonna want to talk to me. They're gonna want to hug me because I'm that kind of dude. And so did the girl you were talking to? Did she understand that?
She made it seem like she understood it, that she was cool with
Mm,
that.
mm.
And it's like more the fact that like, are you enjoying the fruits of the labor and not going to give props to the labor, or are you just here
Uh,
for the ride?
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
That's tough. That
it
is
is.
truly tough because it takes a certain woman to be with entertainers. We work on the weekend at
Mhm.
night. You got to understand that. We have open mics throughout the week. We go out at night. Now you can come ride if you want to, or you can be okay with me going out, but you're gonna see me talking to female comics. You're gonna see me do certain things with guests that come after the show who want a picture. They just want to be around. So that's
Correct.
something hard for people to understand. But we'll talk more about this when we get back right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. Your host today is me, Mr. James John, comedian extraordinaire, joined in the studio today with the godfather of Orlando comedy, Ken Miller, and the podfather of Orlando podcast, Mr. Patricio, aka Rocky. Now, you were saying something pretty interesting, Patricio, before we went to break. You were talking about the fact that you have to explain to any girl that you date that you are a gentleman that's in the entertainment industry one way or another, podcast, comedy, you host things in the town and in and out the city. So you come with a certain level of people wanting to talk to you when they see you out and about. Girls may want to hug. Guys, just want to pound you up or whatnot. I mean, dap up. I should say that because our last topic. Yeah, yeah. And it takes a certain person to be able to have the maturity to see that and understand it, because you're going to be out and about with people all the time. So
Yeah.
some people can do it and some people can't. And I've just found it interesting because as comedians, Ken can attest to this. We have the same issues. Like, you got to be with someone who understands when you see me talking to certain people, it doesn't mean a thing. I am just being a comedian. I'm just talking to the people after the show because they enjoyed it. If you see me talking to a girl, she's probably a female comedian, but it takes a certain level of trust and maturity that's not always there. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
hard.
my ex-fiance was completely like that. We would post photos from comedy shows,
Yeah,
talk about stuff on the on this episode on the show, I should say, and I'd put stuff on social media, and
yeah,
it would immediately get translated as if like, oh, you're cheating. Oh, you think this type of way. Oh,
yeah,
you have these kind of intentions. I don't
yeah,
want someone like that in my life. And it's like you're seeing beyond right now, and
yeah.
you're not even on the same page. You're in a different building right now. And
There you go.
if you're seeing it like that, because
Yeah. Yeah, but we all got rules.
yeah, we all got rules. We all got
Like
rules.
for me, when I take a picture with a young lady after a show, she's been at my show and she wants to take a picture. There's rules. It has to be tasteful. You can't put your leg up, as we've told you many times on this show. We
Put
can't
your
tell that
leg
lady.
up.
It has to be a tasteful picture because 9 times out of 10, my wife's gonna be within earshot distance. She's gonna be right there, and you don't want them problems. Play around and find out. Tell you.
I don't know. I've been there.
Yeah, bro. Hey, can you got any rules like that? Like anything you all agreed
Yeah,
upon?
the
Like,
same
hey,
as
man.
that, man. Like, just I do the Keanu Reeves when I take the picture. I'm not hugged up. And it gotta if I'm hugging you, it gotta be some like with Miguel's grandma. You know what I mean? It's gotta be somebody like that, family. But if we like keep your space, keep your distance. And that's honestly the main thing, because usually my wife is there, and my wife is right there.
Yeah,
I talk about my wife on stage. People walk up to my wife. Oh my God, your husband's so funny. And dude, be honest with you, they be more in love with her because she's so pretty.
absolutely,
Bro. We went. My wife. Shout out to my wife. My wife went to open mic with me last night. I felt so bad for her, but she went anyway because it was terrible. And but everybody like, oh my God,
she love you.
That's
by
your
the way,
wife, bro. Your wife's so fine. I was like, hey man, but I'm funny, man. This ain't about her.
Hey, funny part about that, they talking about his wife and Ken's still on stage. Hey man,
I'm on stage. Hey man, your wife funny.
Yeah,
man,
hey,
your wife
man.
fine as hell, bro. But that's it, man. That's my boundary, man. I keep it. We take a picture, keep your space. That's it for me.
Yeah, man. I tell you, I think our wives are famous in the comedy community. Everybody know Michelle,
Bro. Everybody know our wives, bro.
Yeah,
everybody know our wives, dude. For real,
they do. Cause we talk about them. We really talk about our wives. That's my baby. We ain't got no funny business.
And I talk about the rest of Orlando.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So I want to ask y'all something. I want to ask y'all something about relationships real quick, man, because I'm not a big sports guy, but I have noticed that during the NBA playoffs in LA, the Lakers are playing. Kim Kardashian's been front row for a few games now, y'all. Now, she didn't bring the kids with her, so it's not a kid thing. So I'm just speculating. Could Kim be out there fishing, y'all, trying to find a new man to be with? Because, it's full of 20 to 30-year-old millionaires out there running up and down the court, and she likes men of a certain shade, we'll say. So there's a lot of them out there. You think Kim trying to date? And if she is dating, I thought about the fact that Kim's 42, y'all. Kim is approaching cougar status out here with baggage. So if she dates anybody, they got to like an older woman, and they got to be able to take care of kids at the same time.
And deal with a crazy ex-husband.
And deal with a crazy ex-husband. So I want to
crazy ex-boyfriends and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, she got a hit list, bro, out there. I want to ask y'all if y'all ever dated a woman that came with quote unquote baggage, whether it be a crazy ex, she had some issues, or she had kids already, because that's not easy to do that. And I wonder if you guys maneuver through that. Like, can you ever date?
Yeah, okay. I start off with Kardashian first. I looked up on apparently her Khloe's husband. I don't know if they still married, but Tristan is on the Lakers, and so she says she was there for that. But I'm gonna say this, man. I just looked at her, bruh. Can I be real?
Please be real with us.
Kim Kardashian is beautiful.
Yeah, she's a good.
Is a very beautiful. I'm looking at this. She's a beautiful young lady. She's 42, got kids. Anyway, I just want to. She's very beautiful. Not finding it with Sean though. Not finding it my wife. But I have dated women with children.
How do you do it?
Before Sean, except for one girl, all the other girls I dated all had kids, because I'm in my late 30s.
True.
30s. So most people I'm gonna meet have, and none of them were an issue, because usually a lot of them they had custody, joint custody with the dad. So if I hung out, the kid was with him. But I did have one person, bro. Hey man,
Whoa.
I thought the baby daddy's gonna kill me.
Why?
I'm sick, cause like he would pop up. I would be at the girl house. He'd pop up over there, and she was like, "Yeah, he outside."
Why? Why is he outside though?
Because it's another dude over. It's a dude at his baby mama house, and his son is there. And he can't take the fact that he just ain't paid no child support, ain't trying to spend no time with the kid, but another man is there. So now he ready.
See, that's
you know what I'm saying? So so me and that person stopped messing around, and I said, I can't. That ain't something I can deal with. You know what I mean?
Because people are crazy when it comes to their kids. Somebody will shoot you.
But that's the thing. You can be crazy about the kid if you in the kid's life.
Yes.
You can't be crazy about the kid and you don't pay no child support and you ain't around.
I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna stay quiet till it's my turn, so Ken continue because I got stories.
But but most of it, but 99.9% of the time, if I dated somebody that had a kid, I've never had no issue. I would never say it was baggage or nothing like that. I never had an issue. They were all great moms.
Okay, nice.
They were all great moms, and a couple of times I met the dude. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't stick around. Like I said, I've only been on this earth 9 years.
I understand.
My lady.
I got it. now, Ken, I'll say from me, I've been with Michelle since I was 17 years old. So I never dated a woman with kids. I never dated a single mom, but Michelle's threatened to become one. Every now and again. Mother, I will kill,
bro.
Michelle, like you, I will kill this whole family.
Everybody in here everybody in here pop out. Man, first of all, before we get to Patricio, shout out to the Let's Fight podcast. We did numbers.
Yeah, we did.
We did numbers.
Yes, we did.
And people in the comments loved us. They was like, this is how politicians should argue.
No. People in the comments hated me.
Oh yeah, that one of them did. The one about to back it up hated you, but the other ones when we were having a good friendly back and forth.
Fun. It was
fun. Yeah, I had fun with it.
We did do numbers, Ken. You're right.
We did numbers. We did numbers. We sold some units. We went platinum.
Come on, baby. We went triple platinum over there, baby. All right, Patricio, man. I'm asking you about, have you ever dated a woman with kids?
Majority of my exes have kids.
Okay. Why is that though? Because you're a younger guy.
Yeah, I grew up with a single mom, and I understand what a single mother goes through, like the hardships, the struggle. So I'm able to relate and be more compassionate with what they're going through. Now, adding the factor that I work in family law now, I've screwed up a lot of relationships because I've empowered women to do more actions. Because like the one thing, like, oh, I got my baby dad. I'm like, well, he doesn't have rights. I don't know why you're letting him do this because
exactly.
And then they're like, oh, word, they start going crazy. And they're like, no, you gotta establish this. You gotta do that. I got Aaron Morse on my side. You can't do S. I'm like, you need to calm down on that one. But then I had one instance where my ex-fiance, her baby daddy was crazy. Her baby daddy was just stupid crazy.
And those exist.
Those exist.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I need to talk to him. He's always around my daughter. I got to talk to him. I'm like, believe me, I deal with these people all the time, in court, in the office. I'll be more than happy to talk to him. Of course, this man starts running his mouth, trying to establish dominance. I'm like, it's okay. Who hurt you? Let's resolve this. And it got to the point where I'm really good. I am very good at my job, and I'm very good at abusing someone to the point where, like, he was coming at me, letting me know that his daughter is a black princess, to asking me, yo, can you get her to take me off of child support?
Oh, damn. Wait a minute, bro. I thought you said she a princess. Princesses need tiaras.
I'm over here. I'm like,
that's funny.
Of all the crazy legal questions and in the situations and circumstances that I've been asked the legal question, never in my life have I been asked by opposing party or baby daddy to tell my girlfriend or whoever I'm with, yo, can you take your baby daddy off of child support? I will never in a million years ask
Nah,
someone to do
bro.
that. Let alone I would be like,
Why
no, you
would
need to
you?
you need to do a new financial affidavit, get a modification on your child support because you know what? High school's starting and high school ain't cheap, boo boo. You
No, it
can't do
ain't.
this on your own because
That's
until I got a ring on that finger, uh
that's your problem.
you got shared responsibilities right there.
There you go. I'm with you, baby, on that, man.
But
Yeah.
mama didn't raise no fool.
So you know what?
And Aaron didn't hire no fool.
Food. There you go. And I would say shout out to the dudes that's even willing to be a father to kids that are not theirs, because that does happen, and that's a really cool thing. And that's not an easy thing to do, but there's some dudes out there who really did it. So shout them out real quick. Now, guys,
And I
before we
whoop
go,
my kids. I whoop that child like I whoop mine too.
that's right. Yeah, that's how you know you love them,
Layla
when
get
you
the
whoop
same
them.
ass whoopings as the Miller kids.
That's right. That's right, man. And shout out to your extra bonus child,
That's
Ken.
my baby. That's my favorite child, bro.
Now that's your favorite.
That's my favorite child.
The rest of them
Today.
MFers.
Today.
Today. Hey, where you gonna be, Ken? I know you're looking for a job, so y'all can catch Ken at LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, I'm gonna be at LinkedIn, Indeed, VA.gov, USGov.net.
We are so stupid, man.
Hey, nah, this weekend, man, I had a private gig, but it got no. Right now, I'm actually at the Improv. Friday, I got a Do Not Tell show. I have no idea where it is because it's Do Not Tell.
That is cool, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. But this weekend, man, I just want to say shout out and happy Mother's Day to all
Happy
the
Mother's
mothers,
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
babies, mothers, babies, mothers, and happy Mother's Day to both of my mamas up in heaven, and happy Mother's Day to
God
my
bless.
ex-wife Cassandra and my wife, the bonus mom, LaShawn.
There you go, man. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the people in my life too. My mama, Michelle, of course, my baby, the one I love, and Michelle's mama, Miss Elizabeth Galarza. Love all y'all for taking care of all these kids and putting some sunshine in their life. Patricio, what you got going on, brother?
So I want to give a shout out to Mireya Clavijo, my mom, who gave me everything. I'm so thankful for her, mom. I'm
Amen.
gonna see you next week. I can't wait to make your life a lot better with this move. Check me out this Saturday. I'll be in Kissimmee for the 5K bubble run, and then check me out this Saturday, the 13th, at the Plaza Live for the Jellyfish Jam, the SpongeBob themed rave.
Gotcha. I want to remind everybody, please follow me on social media, James Young Comedian, and listen to all the different things that I do. I have a podcast with Devin Siebel, you know, the guy that helped start Real Labs. It's called Crying in My Car, a podcast for teachers. I've just been added to Jeff Kaufman's Under Oath podcast right here on Real Radio 104.1. You can listen to me there as well. And you can support me if you have Xfinity Comcast. Watch my late night talk show, The Lowdown. Thank you guys, as always, for listening right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1.
Take your ass to bed
On time.